The first time I saw this clip I thought it was Songkran, because if you look closely the location and the costumes are very similar. When I first saw this clip I thought after Zee Nunew is so cute. Again, the thing is I have never seen this before and it is so cute. They are so cute. Love them so much. Nunew said, I've stolen Super Sun. I wear it more often than the brand's owner. Zee Pruk said, cause their clothes are comfortable and easy to wear. Nunew said, oh, then why don't you wear 'em? Zee Pruk said, I do, but people happen to not see when I wear 'em. Nunew said, not true. Zee Pruk said, I do wear 'em. Nunew said, not true. Zee Pruk said, I do. Eh? Zee Pruk playfully going to hit Nunew because he was being naughty, but in reality he put his own hand on Nunew back and hit on his hand instead. This man won't even think about going close to hurting Nunew. All the hurt he takes it for himself instead. Zee Pruk confides in GQ Thailand magazine. The role of an artist amidst the camera flashes and the fast pace of life. Zee Pruk, or full name is Pruk Panich, continues to move forward steadily. From being a host, influencer, and model, to becoming an actor fully dedicated to every role. As an ordinary person, he also prioritizes both physical and mental health. His breakout performances in Wairu the Series 2020 and Cute Pie Series 2022, which brought him widespread recognition. Taking on more challenging roles in Naughty Babe 2023 and Zombievor coming soon, he has proven his never-ending development and ability. Working in the entertainment industry may seem like a beautiful world, but behind the success is the discipline and determination that he has been always doing. This time, GQ talked to Zee Pruk in a different look, raw, cool, and being himself. He opens up about how he handles a packed schedule, takes care of himself under pressure, and the mindset that enables him to constantly push beyond his limits. The reporter asked, today is a fashion shoot for GQ. How do you feel about the atmosphere and concept? Zee Pruk said, I am very excited because this is my first time shooting a GQ cover. And today I got to try many looks. I like the chosen styles. The concept was set in a car repair garage. At first I thought it would definitely get messy, and it did laughs. But I like how raw and contrasting it was. The outfits looked formal, yet I was styled like a mechanic. It gives a different fashion feel. The reporter asked, from being an influencer, host, and model to becoming an actor and gaining popularity from a bull series, along with having a great buddy like Nunew Chawarin Perdkira Wong, have you ever thought that you had reached this point? Zee Pruk said, I started to feel it from the first series that I had more followers. At that time, I was very surprised because I didn't know I had fans until one day I noticed people supporting me. I think I reached this point in a shorter time compared to others who've been in the industry longer. So I feel like I have to thank my good partner, my good team, and my fans who have always supported me. It made me realize that I've been fighting my way through. And when I met fans who were always by my side, I felt even happier. The reporter asked, one thing we're really impressed by is your singing. Zee Pruk said, at first, I never thought I'd have the courage to sing. I'm someone who wasn't very confident in expressing myself like this before. I still feel a bit insecure sometimes, laughs. But my fans told me to be confident. Everyone has their own unique style. You don't have to have the best voice or be a professional artist. But I'm someone who likes trying new things. When I became covering songs, it got more and more fun until I had my own single and got to perform at concerts and fan meetings in many countries. After going through all of that, I've come to really enjoy it more and more. The reporter asked, how did you start working in front of the camera? Zee Pruk said shortly, I started as an influencer. At that time, I had a friend named Max. He was in Damonde, which had 4 members. I saw that they were having a lot of fun, traveling and creating travel content in the early days. Back then, we weren't making any money yet. We were just having fun. At that time, I saw that they were making interesting content, so I told my friend, if they find more people, let me know so I can apply then. Paoff, the owner of the page who is now my manager, contacted me and asked me to send him some funny clips or something creative. I did it. I filmed something funny and sent it. I don't even remember what I filmed. Laughs. In the end, he made an appointment to talk to me, and I became the 5th member of Damonde. At first, it was a lot of fun, but as I continued to do it, I started to realize that this was serious work. What taught me the most was that we didn't have a script. Everything was just a headline about what we were going to do. The rest was freestyle. That's when I started to develop my speaking skills and adapt to being in front of the camera. The reporter asked, how did you go from being an influencer to being an actor? Zee Pruk said at that time, Paoff wanted to try making a series. From the first series, there was a second series, a third series, and so on. Actually, I had wanted to act since I was a student. I thought it was challenging. I had a dream of seeing myself on screen like that, and I was like, hey, so handsome. Laughs. I remember that we had Natick Kajamiya and Yaya Urasiaspand as idols. They are very talented actors. I wanted to be like that. I wanted to try it once. When I had the opportunity to act in a series, I felt that it was fun and very challenging. It was like going to a new school. I had to do a lot of homework. But the advantage I had was my background as an influencer. I've been through a lot of events and met a lot of people. So I didn't feel too nervous and could adapt quickly. And when I actually tried acting, it was like another world that was much more challenging than before. And I enjoyed it. The reporter asked, what made you start learning how to manage your money back then? Zee Pruk said, university was a life-changing time for me. Because I grew up in Chiang Rai, but when I moved to study in Bangkok, I was exposed to the bright lights and sounds. I had a new group of friends, a new social circle. And I ended up spending more, going out, eating a lot, playing a lot of games. But when I got older, I adjusted my spending habits to match my age. The reporter asked, looking back, what was the biggest change you went through during that time? Zee Pruk said, taking my studies seriously. In high school, I had friends who helped me study. But when I got to university, I had to take care of myself more. So I became more open to meeting new people and started getting involved in university activities. I was a cheerleader for the Faculty of Communication Arts, which was another major turning point in my life. The reporter asked, what was the turning point? Zee Pruk said, being the head cheerleader for the Faculty of Communication Arts taught me so much. Beyond just leading cheers, it also taught me about teamwork, handling pressure, and hard training. I learned that everything has a system, a process, and a selection process. Everything requires effort. It was an experience that helped me grow a lot and was a lot of fun. Because every time I did an activity, I met new friends and got to do something different. I used to think about working behind the scenes, being a director, and being behind the camera. But now that I'm working in front of the camera, it's fun in a different way. The reporter asked, you've been in the entertainment industry for many years. I heard that you're from Chiang Rai. Can you tell me a little about your life there? Zee Pruk said, I'm a good-looking kid from Chiang Rai. Laughs, and very innocent. I remember that when I was a student, I was a shy kid. I didn't dare to express myself much. If I wasn't close to someone, I wouldn't talk to them. I was a kid who sat on the edge of the classroom, not quite in the back row, and I wasn't the type who liked presenting in front of the class. I would only talk to my close group of friends. Some people who first got to know me at first might have thought I was arrogant. But actually, I just didn't know them, so I stayed quiet. Back then, I wasn't the kind of person who greeted others first or smiled easily like, hey, laughs. But now I smile much more easily. The reporter asked, when did you come to study in Bangkok? Zee Pruk said, since my first year of university. I graduated from high school in Chiang Rai, and then moved to study at Bangkok University in Faculty of Communication Arts, majoring in advertising. I specifically chose to study there and didn't apply anywhere else. The reason I really wanted to go to Bangkok University so much was because at that time I saw the Diamond Building and thought, wow, it's beautiful. Another reason was that I wanted to be close to my sisters. My two sisters studied at Thammasat University, Rangsit campus. I studied at Bangkok University, Rangsit campus, so we could be near each other. The reporter asked, you mentioned your older sisters, does that mean you're the youngest sibling? How is it being the youngest in the family? Zee Pruk said, actually, people like to say the youngest child always gets spoiled by their parents, which is true. Laughs. Both of my sisters studied at Thammasat University, Rangsit campus. Everyone got the same amount of expenses, let's say 20,000/month. My sisters had to manage that amount on their own. As for me, if I ran out, I could ask for more. But I didn't ask for a lot, just 1,000 baht or 2,000 baht. My mom and sisters would always tease me about it. But over time, I started learning how to manage my money better.